welcome. We are going to learn how to bring the tropical plants inside from being outside in whole summer. There is quite a bit of a procedure what need to be done to make sure the plants are happy inside and we avoid any kind of problems as insects which we could bring it in from outside. So step number one, I have a beautiful hibiscus in here, still in the flowers, but it's the time to bring it in because it's getting cold outside. I got ready my pot, which is one size bigger, and it's brand new, so it's nice and clean. We are also going to need insecticide soap, and we are going to need indoor potting soil. So let's start it. I'm going to be taking the hibiscus out from the pot. As you can see, it's pretty root bound, which is also perfect timing to be repotting. We're not only repotting because it's a root bound, we need to repot it, make sure there is no insects. Again, it was outside whole summer, so we can have any visitors as earwigs, ants, ladybugs, or of course the tiny guys as aphids, spider mites, or any other visitors which we don't want them to bring to the home. So nice and easy with the only fingers. I'm not going to be using any scissors or knives. I'm going to be loosening up all of those roots. And the truth is, my goal is to take all the soil as much as I can out. Why? Well, these little creatures tempted to hide in there. It was nice and moist. It was perfect to be in. Oh, and I already have a petal on me from the hibiscus. Meanwhile, I'm loosening up the roots and trying to get all the soil out. As you can see, still pretty good root bound. Some of those side roots, no problem if we lose it. They are gonna be okay once when we bring them back in. Just loosen up as best as you can. Let's learn something about the hibiscus till I'm working on loosening up the roots. Hibiscus, the beauty of those flowers is, and you can see how amazing it is, will bloom only for one day. The day when he opened, the next day he is done. But there is so many new buds and they're gonna keep coming and they are going to be shooting a new one. So don't worry about it. I know it's sad when the flower finished, especially when it's as pretty as this, but the new one will come. It's a circle of life. Also, after I repot it and spray it, we are gonna repeating the spraying inside in a house to make sure there is no any visitors on the leaves or on the flowers. And we are going to also eventually, when he finished blooming, prune it. Pruning it, it's not only cutting the leaves or stems which they are finished, we also going to create more bushiness. The way how when we prune it, the more new grow, and that's mean more new flowers. Also be ready after the hibiscus come in a house, he's gonna be going a little bit unhappy, meaning leaves gonna go yellow, they're gonna drop it. But that's normal. It is going to be a new cycle. He's going to be shooting new grow, and by the next spring, he'll be in a bloom again. So as you can see, I loosen it up as much as I can. I really took all the soil as much as I can out. You can see here is the main roots, and this on the bottom, it's pretty clean from the main roots only to the side roots. So that was the hardest part. Let's get repotted because roots cannot be exposed too long. So I got amazing potting mix and I'm gonna show you in a second. This new potting mix got 3 components. It's got a cocoa in it, which is from coconut. It's neutral, but it's keeping the moist. And we also got a perlite, which is minerals. It's from a stone. It's very soft, and I'm gonna try to crush it with almost no effort, and it's gonna turn to the sand. I know it's hard to see, but it did happen. 3/4 of my pot is full of the soil. I'm gonna take my amazing hibiscus, set it in the center, make it all happy, and we're gonna finish repotting. Remember, it needs to be planted below the lip of the container, nice and loose, so we don't create any air pockets. So I'm gonna keep going round and round. As you can see, I added the soil. Now I'm gently going to push it out in, but only and only on the lip of the container. I'm not going anywhere nearby to the center. Why? Well, main roots are in there, and the last thing that I would like to do is make the air pocket. Because if I push the soil, the water's not gonna go there, and that's gonna create the air pocket. So I pushed it slightly, I end up needing more soil. So same procedure, gently push it only on the lip of the container, leaving the center alone. After that, make it in a level. So as you can see, I'm right on with the lip of the container. I'm not up, I'm not down. Very important. So as you can see, everything is in a level now. This is the proper repotting. What happened now, as I mentioned, we're gonna need an insecticide soap. Because we got those lovely creatures many times hiding on the leaves, especially in the bark, or on the main stem. So here is the insecticide soap. Yes, you can do it inside. It's nothing, there is no herbicide, no pesticide. And now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be spraying it all very thoroughly from top to the bottom. And also make sure you cut it every leaf, every stem as best as you can. Make sure there is no any visitors. You will be repeating this procedure once a week for 3 weeks. Why? In case if we forgot any insects, which can be eggs or larvae, they got the 3-week cycle development, and we will control that. After 3 weeks, your hibiscus is properly set to be nice and happy inside. Now, and the last thing that I need to mention it, please keep watering. As after we repot it, we will be taking special food with the water, and we're gonna repot it. Hibiscus likes the fertilizer. We call them heavy feeders. So please continue water every 2 weeks with the fertilizer, which is 15, 30, 15. I'm going to take it 1 spoon for a gallon of water and mix it with water. After that, we are going to gently water. And remember, we're watering only on the lip of the container. Please don't put the water on the leaves or on the flowers. They don't like that. Just please on the lip of the container all the way. When you water, please make sure you water that much till the water come out. We do have a drainage on this part, so when it's properly watered, the water will come out of the container. How often should you water? It depends on the heat in your house, but definitely must be at least once a week. If it's too hot and dry, you may need to do it twice a week. I hope you have fun as much as I did, and hopefully you learned something. See you again.